In a world permeated with barbecue websites under the control of tyrannical administrators, there was one man. A one-man army. He broke all the rules. He allowed his members to speak out, give their opinions, and make the website what it is today. Get ready for Greg Rempe and the Barbecue Central Show.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show.
Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio. A very good Tuesday evening to you, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate you pulling up a chair to the computer and checking out yet another edition of the Barbecue Central Show here on LA Talk Radio. Got a great show lined up for you. Again, jam-packed with interviews. A lot of good things happening this coming weekend in Douglas, Georgia in regards to competition barbecue. Of course, last weekend was the Jack Daniels competition, so we'll have a recap of that of sorts. So let me give you your contact information so we can jump right into this. 216-220-0966 is the number you want to call if you're looking to get into the show tonight. Certainly encourage you to do that if you have something you want to get off your chest. If you don't want to call in, but you do want to do it via email, let me give you that. BBQ Central Radio at gmail.com. Since you have your email client open, why don't you go ahead and blast off the link, latalkradio.com, to a bunch of your friends and neighbors, co-workers, whatever you like, people that you would like to convert to Centralite-isms, because that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to grow the listenership, push out the Barbecue Central Show even further. I did get an email from somebody that was in Germany last week, and if he's listening tonight, thank you very much for listening. So not only are we here country, but we are global. Barbecue Central Show is global because barbecue in itself is global. Years ago, not that many years ago, actually, 2004, a team from England won the Jack Daniels Barbecue Cook-Off. So there you go. Anyway, let's get into the show. I'm sorry, by the way, if you've missed a show here on LA Talk Radio, don't forget, go to the homepage, click on the Barbecue Central Show badge, and there is a full list of archive shows. Here's what's happening on the show tonight. Next segment, I'll be having an interview with a guy by the name of Kell Phelps. He is from the National BBQ News. He's also part of the National BBQ Festival, and the National BBQ Festival houses the Best of the Best competition, which is taking place this weekend in Douglas, Georgia. A number of people that competed last week in the Jack Daniels are going to take part in this competition this coming weekend, and we have the guy that is really the nuts and bolts behind this whole deal. We're going to be interviewing him next weekend, or next segment. I am going to be interviewing him, and we'll see what he has to say about his competition. Segment after that, which would be the third segment, the guy that won the Jack Daniels just this past week, Kelly Wirtz from Four Legs Up Barbecue. We'll talk to him, see what his thoughts are about winning the Jack, how he did it, if he game plans different for this kind of a competition than he would other competitions. Get a little background about himself. To be honest, I have never talked, aside from today, I've never talked to Kelly in the past. I've never had him on the show. I have not corresponded with him via email. So I don't really know myself, aside from just the very preliminary digging that I did here prior to the show on, what he's actually into in a competition sense, how long he's been competing. So we'll get a little background on him, and then, of course, we will talk about the Jack Daniels, and then we'll see. We'll get the 3/4 day Jack Daniels hangover pontification if he thinks that he will be the very first team to be able to go back to back. Nobody has ever done that in the history of the Jack, in the 20 years of the Jack's existence. So we'll see if he thinks he can do that. And then last segment, which is called the fourth segment free-for-all, where you, my friends, can win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce, graciously donated by Tim Patton and the boys over at PD River Swamp Sauce at swampsauce.com. the guy who has decided to carry that promotion right on till the end of the year. Rapidly coming to a close, I might add. Of course, next week we do have the election. Don't fear, Centralites. Don't fear. The Barbecue Central show will be on next Tuesday. I mean, I understand that, this election is so important, but no way does that supersede the fact that I will still be on the air spreading the goodness and the wholesomeness. I'm reaching across party lines every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on LA Talk Radio. I'm bringing people from this side and this side together, and we're cooking on pellets and sticks and charcoal and gas and propane, and it doesn't matter. Maybe you should be electing me come Tuesday. Write me in. I'll go to war. As the one of my favorite rap groups ever in history, the Ghetto Boys, used to say, if you want to go to war, I'll take you to war. That's what I'm talking about. So don't fear. Programming note, I will be on next Tuesday. And there you go. Again, 4-segment free for all. Your chance to win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce, graciously donated by Tim Patton at PD River Swamp Sauce, swampsauce.com. If you want to get in, 216-220-0966. Or email me. Why do I want to say that tonight? BBQ Central Radio at gmail.com. That's the way to get in. Email, call, sit back, relax. Coming up, Kell Phelps from National BBQ News and National BBQ Festival. Third segment, Kelly Wirtz from Four Legs Up Barbecue. Last segment, 4-segment free-for-all, Danielle Domofsky from Diva Q talking about her experience in the Jack and what she's going to be doing this coming weekend at Best of the Best. This is the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio. Get going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Vaynerchuk, host of Wine Library TV, a.k.a. WLTV, and this is BBQ Central.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back. It's the Barbecue Central Show here on LA Talk Radio. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me. 216-220-0966 is a number to call if you want to get in, or bbqcentralradio@gmail.com if you're so inclined to jump in either way tonight. We're lucky to have you, and happy to have you aside from lucky. As promised, joining me now, a guy that is part of the National BBQ Festival that'll be taking place this coming weekend in Douglas, Georgia, which is the festival that houses the best of the best barbecue competition. Also part of the National Barbecue News. I am, of course, talking about Kell Phelps. Kell, thanks for joining me tonight. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Greg. Thanks for having us on tonight, man.
Oh, certainly my pleasure. Kell, got a big weekend coming up. National Barbecue Festival, of course, best of the best competition, which is inside of that. Go ahead, give us a little history about the National Barbecue Festival and then kind of how that coincides with the best of the best competition.
Well, National Barbecue Festival, this is our 7th year of the event. Started out as a little backyard event that we wanted to do, a non-sanctioned deal that kind of incorporated all the different sanctioning organizations under one roof, but had to be non-sanctioned because we dealt with everybody's rules, and we just throwed a mix of rules together and regulations that all the different associations use, and we picked what we thought was the best and put them all in one contest and tried it a couple of years to see if it worked, and as of yet, hadn't tweaked anything, hadn't changed anything, and we've been going for 7 years. But it's right downtown in Douglas, Georgia, a little town of about 10,000 people. We closed off a couple of streets and closed off some gymnasiums, and we have a huge indoor yard sale and arts festival and all is going on all at the same time. It's just a big time for our town, and it's a big time for barbecue. I just can't stress enough at how hard these teams and all work to get a chance to come to this best of the best invitational, which only takes the top 10 teams from all these organizations across America, and extends an invitation for those guys to come and cook for a little over $30,000 in prize money on Friday.
You're blowing my question list all apart, Kell.
That's just a little bit of it. I mean, there's a lot more going on than that. But
so, I mean, aside from the actual best of the best competition, which of course garners quite a bit of attention, just because this show deals a lot with the competition side. The National Barbecue News Forum deals a lot with competition, so on and so forth. But there's a lot of other stuff happening around you in an ancillary sense for people to do aside from just watch guys inject pork butts and briskets and ribs and so forth.
That's right. And probably the most. I guess the most interesting event that we do that draws more attention and attracts more attention than all is we actually do a People's Choice sampling for kids' charities here in town, where the leftovers from pork butts and shoulders actually go in the little serving cups, and the general public gets to actually go around to the team's booth, and for $5, they get to try 5 different samples, and then they turn around and become a judge, and they vote on which one of those the 5 that they tried, which one they like the best, and that's what the public really enjoys, and that I actually get into that too. I've spent several $20, $30 Saturdays on the run trying some samples just to see what's out there. So
now, how does the best of the best differ? I mean, obviously, there's. You talk to anybody on the competition circuit, and people name off competitions that they're looking to, A, get invited to or compete in, and then win. Best of the best, Jack Daniels, American Royal, Memphis in May just kind of come to my mind right off the top of the bat. So looking at those three, you said you kind of pick and choose rules here and there and kind of setups and so forth with how you guys have set up the best of the best. But, how does it differ from some of these other bigger competitions I've mentioned just previously?
Well, it differs. As I said, we actually are non-sanctioned, and all of the events that you mentioned are sanctioned by one sanctioning body. Like, for instance, the Jack Daniels event uses the Kansas City Barbecue Society's rules and are sanctioned by them. So, in that deal, if you're a Memphis in May cook team and you primarily cook on site and cook a whole hog or something like that, you're going to kind of be at a disadvantage, we feel like, at that event. So, same way at Memphis in May. I mean, if you mostly cook, turn in blind boxes, you're going to probably be at a disadvantage when a judge comes calling on site and you have to do presentations there or vice versa. But we just actually tried to mix all the rules together that we like the best, and which our website, National BBQ Festival.com's got all the rules there, so you can check them out. But just the quick overview of what we do, we're an all blind contest. We don't put any garnish in the box. We use a little bit bigger box. And the contest format is for 5 categories, but our cook teams actually choose their best 3 categories and only compete in 3 categories.
And that's done ahead prior to the competition taking place?
That is right. As they register, they will actually fill out their categories and pick their categories then. Absolutely.
So how does a team qualify to be invited to Best of the Best?
The Best of the Best, the invitations are issued for the top 10 teams in each of the sanctioned organizations. Right now, this past year, I think we sent out 120, maybe 130 different invitations. We've actually opened it up the last 2 years to the Canadian Association, and we've actually had a good response. We've actually had 4 or 5 teams come down last year, and I think we've got 3 teams that entered this year from Canada as well, projected to come down, so and already signed up and committed to come down. So we're excited about that possibility as well.
And you also, aside from the invitational, well, how many teams do you have booked in then for the invitational portion this weekend?
For the invitational this weekend, right now we've got 39 booked. So our contest format for that invitational is cut off at a limit of 50 teams, and we're down a little bit from last year with the economy like it is. But I tell you what, man, with the gas dropping now, I just come by earlier, the gas pump on the way home. It's like $2.35 here in town. And, and that, I know the phone has rung off the hook the last couple of weeks with people trying to get in at the last minute, so we're real thankful for that and all. But, man, it's about to kill us trying to stay on the phone and answer all the questions.
Now, much like the American Royal where you have to be invited to one side, you also have an open division. I imagine you just have to pay an entry fee and you're off and running with everybody else that wants to get in it?
That is correct. And this year I think we've got about 82 teams signed up there. But a lot of times you will actually find your invitational teams will stay over and cook that event as well the next day. As well as guys area guys that know all these hot dogs are coming and they want to just see how bad they are and see how they rank with them, and so they'll pay their entry fee and get in and cook with that. And then amazingly, some of them do very well in that deal. So that's a plus. And then of course Saturday is just. It's kind of crazy for us with everything we've got going on. We also do a charbroil, helps us do a backyard event for our backyard cookers that are not real sure what competition's all about, but they think they can cook some pretty good stuff. But before they go whole hog and spend a couple of $100 on the entry fee, they want to get their feet wet. And we cook ribs and chicken only in that event, but it only costs a cooker $50 to enter. So that's kind of for our weekend guys and tailgaters to get in. And also have a kids queue, and we have 3 different pie contests going on as well on Saturday. So
a lot of good stuff happening there.
Absolutely, yeah. It can get kind of crazy, but it's all good, and it's all about barbecue. So
what's the website that people can go to find out more about the National BBQ Festival? It is
nationalbbqfestival.com.
All right, and of course, let me give a quick plug and let you give a website address to the National BBQ News, which is a publication dedicated specifically to the sport and the art of barbecue.
That's right, and that's our main deal. That's what's got us all started in this to start with. It's all about barbecue, and our monthly publication is called the National BBQ News. And the website there, you can get kind of a sample there of what we do, and send us an email from there. We'll be glad to send out a free sample copy and let you get a peek of what we do. But that web address is barbecuenews.com, and that's BARBECUENEWS.com.
Awesome. Kell Phelps, part of National BBQ News and the National BBQ Festival, which is going to be housing the best of the best competition taking place this weekend. Kell, I know you got a lot of work to do with the phones and all that good stuff. So good luck to you, and we'll follow up with you again soon to see how the event went.
Hey, that'll work, Greg, and maybe one day we can get you out here with us.
You'll see me. You can know about that.
All right, good deal, buddy.
Thanks, Kell.
Thank you, man.
Kell Phelps from National BBQ News and the National BBQ Festival. National BBQ barbecuenews.com. Let's check out the publication if you want to sign up for it. Also, there's a forum there, the National BBQ News Forum. Sandy, Kell did get the kids queue in as you're emailing me. Appreciate that. And National BBQ Festival.com, I believe. I'll have all those links for you after the show's done. I got the show notes up. Coming up next, the winner of the Jack Daniels, Kelly Wirtz. Stand by for that. Scotty?
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going.
This is Jimmy Burns from Malvern, Ohio, and you're listening to Barbecue Central.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back, Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio. Running a little long there on the first segment, as promised. Joining me right now, the winner of the Jack Daniel's Barbecue Cook-Off that took place just this past weekend, Kelly Wirtz of 4 Legs Up Barbecue. Kelly, thanks for coming on the show tonight. How are you?
Just fine. How are you tonight, Greg?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good.
Congratulations on winning the Jack. I've had a few days to kind of have this sink in. I don't know if you have like a Jack hangover, if you will, as some teams get, after a big game and all that good stuff. But give us an idea of how you feel and what your experience of the Jack was.
Oh, it's just been a whirlwind ever since Saturday. By the time we stayed there Saturday night and we're still packing up and visiting with people, and it took us 2 days to get home back here to central Kansas and to trying to get back for a football game for our son, who ended up not being able to be there with us because he wanted to stick around for his football game, and we jetted on home for that, and finally just kind of settled in a little bit last night, and I think it kind of, the whole Jack experience, at least for us anyway, kind of hit home when we had I walked in our restaurant here this morning with all the trophies and the banner laying on the table, and it was kind of one of those religious experiences when you got to see all that hardware sitting there.
Now, for those people that maybe aren't as familiar with 4 Legs Up Barbecue and yourself, why don't you go ahead and give us a little brief background about you and how you got into the whole barbecue competition scene?
We've actually been doing barbecue contests since fall of 2003. Had started doing some catering in the off time. We used to farm up in Nebraska and did a little bit of catering here and there, and just kind of got a little bit more busy doing that, and then started doing some barbecue to help that out, and went to our first contest in, say, the fall of 2003. Told my wife, let's go down to Omaha and just check out that barbecue contest they're doing down there and see what it's all about. I finally decided, well, if we're going, we just will drag the cooker down and cook the contest while we were at it. Of course, we had absolutely no idea what was going on, even cooking the contest or anything about barbecue contest, KCBS, any of the rest of that stuff at the time. But we've come a long way since then. In the process, we opened a barbecue restaurant in Nebraska, had it there for a couple of years, and moved here to Great Bend, Kansas 2 years ago with some help of some friends that we'd met doing a barbecue contest here in Great Bend. They were looking for a barbecue restaurant here in town and steakhouse, and we were looking for a bigger place to get into. So we moved here, and the restaurant's going well. We get a chance to do some wood-fire grilled steaks here as well, too. Smoked prime rib on Saturday nights that we never got to there in Nebraska. So that's all a big plus here in Great Bend. I've also had the chance and the ability, God's blessed us since we've been here, to be able to get out and do some barbecue contests while we're here. We've just kept doing them. I think we won 3 contests last year. So that put us in the Jack draw again. We originally got to cook the Jack Daniels in 2005. Went down and had a good time down there and cooked that with her family, and finished up about in the middle of the pack. So it was, just one of those experiences you got to go to do it. Came back invigorated to cook more contests and get better at it, to be able to get back in that draw again so we can get the chance. Last year we won 3 contests, didn't make the draw though, so that's the way things go. There's a lot of good teams out that win a lot of contests that don't get a chance to get to the Jack just because of the draw system, the way it's set up.
Right.
But that's the way it is. That's their contest. It's their rules, so that's what we go by.
What did you win this year to qualify to go down to the Jack?
We actually won 3 contests to qualify for the Jack. So we really wasn't that worried about it. You're sitting there with 3 contests. They were all in Kansas. Kansas has about 40 contests throughout the year that will qualify for the Jack. So we're sitting there with 3 out of 40 is less than a 10% chance with everybody else. So it's, we weren't too terribly worried about it. Really wasn't paying a lot of attention and at the time until just about the time the draw was over. I finally got a chance to sit down and take a look at the computer and found out we'd got in they drew our bung out of the hat. And also at the same time, our good friends, 2 barbecue teams from Pueblo, Colorado, Carcass Cookers and Smoking the Rockies also got in on the draw, and another good friend out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, all out of the Rocky Mountain Barbecue Association. So we were all really happy about that, to even get to go with good friends that we do barbecue contests with throughout the summer. So that was another thrill, along with our own getting the draw as well too.
Carcass Cookers also finished top 10 in the Jack as well, so good finish for them.
Yep. Top 10 and finished first in ribs there at the Jack. That's right. Actually the second year in a row that they've cooked the World Championship ribs down there.
Not too bad. Now the Jack is unique, I think, at least, for any number of reasons. The drawing process, and the way it's judged, so on and so forth. It's not, necessarily sanctioned. I think, the KCBS kind of is sometimes associated with it, but they're not. It's not a KCBS sanctioned event. I think a lot of confusion takes place there. But on top of that, since it's not like a KCBS sanctioned event where you're having, trained judges decipher what your meat is, do you actually go about changing your style to accommodate a more maybe backyard style of palate that you might be facing down there?
No, we pretty much cook the same thing, same types of things that we cooked all summer long to get us there. It's kind of one of the old standards, cook what brung you kind of thing. No, it's not a KCBS sanctioned event, but KCBS does actually you might say run the contest. It is KCBS judging, right? KCBS rules, all of the KCBS types of things. So we are those of us that cook the KCBS contests are all used to that, which is probably the majority of the teams there. There are those that cook IBCAs and some of the other associations around that may be just a little bit different. But this year they did have 2 certified barbecue judges certified by KCBS at each of the tables. All of the judges that did judge, or at least the majority of them anyway, did go through the KCBS certified judging class. I believe it was on Friday morning or Friday afternoon, right there in Lynchburg as well. Mm-hmm. So they've done a good job of trying to at least familiarize most of the judges that are coming in with the way KCBS operates, the way they operate their judging room, give them a little bit of an idea what to look for. So that, I think that has helped over the years kind of even out those scores a little bit. We've noticed in years past sometimes those scores get some pretty wild highs and lows, and but I looked back through the score sheets this year, and really the scores seem to be real nice and uniform. No real wild things, low or high out there. So they've done a good job getting those judges trained up and ready for us.
About 30 seconds left. We're going obviously way outside the box with this question, but a lot of the competitors call this, the Jack kind of a crapshoot because you don't really know what you're going to get, maybe similar to like the American Royal Open aspect of things. You automatically get to go back next year because you won it this year. Any thoughts on becoming the first person to repeat back-to-back at the Jack?
No. At this point, we're still trying to get over this one. That's going to be pretty tough. Any given contest, any KCBS contest out there now, there's so many good cooks out. The cream does rise to the top, but if you get down there in a contest like that, the American Royal Invitational, any good contest, there's so many good cooks coming around that you can finish just about anywhere in some of these. And finishing at the Jack in the middle of the pack is not a bad thing either. You're doing pretty dang good just to get there. So feel good about that. You're cooking with 50, 60 of the basically best teams in the country. So it's kind of like wherever you finish, you still got to feel good about where you're at.
Kelly, do you have a website where people can go and find out a little bit more about you?
That's one of the things that did get away from us in the move, but we are working on that right now. We'll be getting that up here pretty quick, fourlegsup.com. Hopefully we can get it set up either the number 4 or spelled out, FOUR, and just keep checking back for us, and we'll have stuff up and running soon.
All right, when you get that up and running, go ahead and shoot me that link. I'll go ahead and put it up on the forum for you so people can go ahead and check you out. That was Kelly Wirtz, Four Legs Up Barbecue, winning the Jack this past weekend with a 665.7. That takes the grand. Kelly, thanks for coming on tonight. Appreciate the conversation. We'll have you on again back soon.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Kelly. Kelly Wirtz, Four Legs Up Barbecue, way late, but that was worth it. The Jack champ, a couple days off, getting the grand. When we come back, Danielle Demoski from Diva Q talking about her brief experience at the Jack, and she'll be competing at Best of the Best. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tool by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokeout from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The phone lines are open on the Barbecue Central Show.
Barbecue Central Show.
Call 216-220-0966 to get on the air. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
Welcome back. It's the Barbecue Central Show here on LA Talk Radio. All right. Can't believe I actually have to do this. I actually have to call in to Danielle Domofsky. I guess she's like at a hotel or something. Stand by. We'll get her on the line. Big Shot. Miss Big Shot.
It's Western in the Suite. This is Amy. How may I help you?
Amy, Barbecue Central Show calling. I'm looking for a room 128.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you. That was Amy from the Best Western.
Hello?
Danielle, Greg Rempe, Barbecue Central Show live.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
You have your own phone screener now? Shouldn't I be the one? Shouldn't I be the one with the screener?
Oh, you're so funny. Well, one of the best things is that I just got a really cool surprise. Two of my fellow Canadian barbecuers just showed up at my hotel room here because they saw my truck.
Really?
Yeah, that was just kind of cool. This is the Team Barbecue Effect from Canada.
They're going to be competing next weekend?
They're going to be competing in Douglas as well.
Right. All right. Well, forget about them. Let's talk about you.
You want to talk about me now? Okay.
Yeah. First of all, let's go look back to Saturday, Friday. How was the experience at the Jack? Give us your thoughts about that.
Well, the Jack actually exceeded all of my wildest expectations. It was truly the coolest competition I've ever been into. Anybody who read my blog really gets a sense that my jaw literally kept dropping. Every time I turned around, there was Mike Mills standing there, or Byron Chisholm, or Tuffy was there, and all these guys that Mike Davis, all these guys that I've always looked up to, wanted to emulate their scores and their results and things like that, and they were all there and they were talking barbecue, and I was there with them, and that was the coolest thing. So the whole competition was awesome. The organizers were great. The weather could have been better. We kind of got rained out quite a bit on the one night, but overall, truly a trip of a lifetime.
Would you say it was harder than you actually anticipated, or maybe not so much?
No, it was the same. It was the same as any other competition, but I think the hardest part is to stay focused. I think that a key to completely, successfully going to the Jack, and I don't mean successful in the standings, I mean successful coming out and saying that, you did your best, is just staying focused because there's so much going on and so many great people there and so many people you want to get to talk to have wonderful conversations with.
Now, when we talked last week, you were looking to finish middle of the pack.
Yep.
And you actually finished 40th out of 79 teams, so I'll round up to 80. So that was exactly the middle. So goal achieved, yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I thought we absolutely, positively achieved our goals. And I couldn't have been more thrilled when I saw the score sheets.
Now, kind of moving on because I'm losing time here, but you're going to be competing best of the best this coming weekend. I had Kell Phelps on in segment 2 talking about, the whole thing and the mystique and how long that's been going on and so on and so forth. What are you going to be cooking at the contest? You have the option. Well, you don't have the option. You have the ability to pick from 5, but cook 3. What did you pick to cook?
I picked my top 3, which is ribs. Ribs for me this year has been outstanding. It's my best year ever. Pork, pulled pork, of course, I love that, and brisket, which is my third favorite. So those are my three best categories, so I went with those 3.
Now, did you learn anything from this past weekend at the Jack that will help you this weekend going forward to the best of the best competition? Again, am I wrong? Is the Jack a KCBS sanctioned event?
The Jack is not KCBS
right.
sanctioned.
I mean, there's that whole gray area where like the KCBS is there hovering and like hugging and kissing, but we're not married.
Exactly. That's exactly the whole program. I will say I definitely learned. I had a couple of outstanding conversations with some gentlemen who taught me some stuff that I've never heard of before, that I'd never read, and I'm a voracious e-reader of all things barbecue, and taking some classes. So I've taken some of that knowledge there, and actually I'm going to apply it this weekend, and we'll see how we make out with it.
Now, are you going to be doing just the invite, or are you going to be turning around and then doing the open portion as well?
I'm going to do back-to-back. I'm going to do the invite and the open. I figure I'm here. I might as well. So I'm looking forward to the both. All
right, I asked you this last week, but how do you feel? You know the teams that you're going to be going up against, maybe perhaps not a competition style-wise that you're used to, but how do you feel about your chances?
I think you're going to see in In the Invitational, I'm looking to get a top 10 call-in ribs, and that's all my prediction is for that. In the Open, I think it's anybody's game. That's all I think my predictions would be for this weekend. I think my ribs are really strong this year. They've been really consistent all year. I've had some great success with them, so I think I'm looking at I'm hoping to get a top 10 in the Invitational in the ribs. And then I think it's really, truly an open contest on the following contest.
And if you win one or both, I can have you back on again next Tuesday?
Absolutely.
All right, Danielle, good luck at the best of the
much,
best.
Greg.
Douglas, Georgia, look for her, but believe me, stay out of the way when she's putting her boxes together. She's likely to cut your arms off. Good luck, Danielle, and Barbecue Central, towards you.
Fabulous. We love Karma.
Take care. Danielle Domofsky from Diva Q, making quite the rounds. Call in now. Call in right now, 216-220-0966. I can probably squeeze 3 more minutes before my guy in L.A. starts yelling at me for going over for the second week in a row. And I apologize. But the broads just have to, get in the house, sit around, open up their bottle of wine, and talk about, what they're going to be talking about, do a little agenda-type deal on the Willie. I'm not in there, taking up space. So back off, broads. I'm serious on this. If you are wondering if Diva Q, a.k.a. Danielle Domofsky and Friends, has a website that you can go visit, yes, she does. It's DivaQ, DIVAQ.ca, DivaQ.ca. She does have a blog that is going on as well, kind of detailing all of her events. She's been doing that since she left for the Jack Daniels last week, and I'm sure she'll be keeping that blog going as she heads into Douglas, Georgia this coming weekend to take part in the Best of the Best invitation. And as we learned just a few minutes ago, in the open portion as well. So, of course, we wish good luck to her because she is a Barbecue Central Forum member. But, of course, we wish good luck to all the competitors that will be taking place there this coming Friday and Saturday. So if you're in the area, certainly an event worth going out to. And if you need the website, again, I believe that's National BBQ Festival.com. And barbecuenews.com would probably also get you over there, too. I know Barbecue News is correct, Kayla. I'm sorry if you're listening, if I'm giving out poor information. Again, 216-220-0966. If you want a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce. PD River Swamp Sauce, of course, winning the Barbecue Central Barbecue Sauce Challenge last year. And if you're so inclined to visit his website, which I highly recommend not only visiting but buying his sauce, I always have some on hand. It's www.swampsauce.com. And we'll wait about 36 more seconds for somebody to call in to go ahead and win sauce. Otherwise, we're going to call it a show. Next week, programming notes. I will try and chase down the winner of the Best of the Best barbecue competition. Assuming results are posted in a timely fashion, I can probably actually get a hold of Kell under the cover of darkness to not only get the winner, but get contact information so we can talk to them about what they cooked and what their strategies were, what their strategies were, nice English, what their strategy was, and if everything kind of played out in real life as to kind of how they had game planned it. No soup, or perhaps even a better term would be no sauce for anybody tonight. That's going to do it. I want to thank my guests tonight, Kell Phelps, National BBQ Festival and National BBQ News, talking about the Best of the Best competition coming up this weekend. Also, thanks to Kelly Wirtz from Four Legs Up Barbecue, and thanks to Danielle Domofsky from DivaQ.com. Good luck to you at the Best of the Best. That's it for me. Coming up after me, broad topics, talking about the California propositions. What does that mean? So stay tuned for Laura, Joan, Kelly, and Jillian. We'll see you back here next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the Barbecue Central Show. This is your program host, Greg Rempe. Good night now. Get going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.